Very good evening to you all and welcome back to the channel. I'm on my second shift. You're at DaleThompsonGolfing.com, the home of trucking golfers, because playing is living. We should all know that by now. And it is. Golf is awesome. It is. Nah, it's a bit like Marmite. It's love or hate. You either love it or you hate it. That's how I see it. Anyway, it's great for you to still be here. As I say, still subscribing. I think it's awesome that you're still here putting up with me. I don't know how last does it sometimes. 30 years now. It's been 31 years this year she's had to put up with my crap. So yeah, and it's only just been over a year that you've been with the channel, so majority of you anyway. So like I say, I really appreciate it, and long may it still continue. Like I said before, and I'll say over and over again, if you're a trucking golfer, if you're a trucker and you play golf, come on, smash that subscribe button, come and join the channel. And yeah, like I've said, golf is an awesome sport, and it is a sport at the end of the day. Majority of the professionals or the pros that are out there, they are some of the most athletic and fit guys on the tour, and you see some of their workouts. I mean, I'm going back to like Gary Player when he was playing. He was pushing like 1,000 sit-ups a day. He was just insane. His core strength must have been absolutely phenomenal. And like he said in the past, he probably could have won a lot more majors if he hadn't been living in South Africa, which, you know, it's one of those things. Obviously flights and everything, because he used to take his whole family with him wherever he went on tour. Wherever he played, his whole family went with him as well. And back in those days, flights weren't bloody cheap, and they weren't earning an astronomical amount of money. So yeah, you can understand, and he was one of the greatest players of all time, really, along with, you know, Jack Nicklaus, Sam Snead, Ben Hogan. You know, the list is endless. And of course the king himself, Arnold Palmer. Sad day, obviously, you know, when he passed away. And likewise with Seve Ballesteros as well, one of the greatest players on the planet. And it was such a, and I had such a great time at his course, because he has his own course, or rather, yeah, he built a course in Tenerife, and I had the pleasure of playing it, and it was probably one of the most beautiful courses I've ever played. But yeah, they're all great players. And you know, in our era, we've got the likes of, obviously, Tiger Woods. You know, it's pinnacle of the sport. It was something really ridiculous, the amount of weeks he was at number one. And he still is, and I seriously thought he could have done. And if he hadn't bust his knee and had all the injuries that he had, he could have. I reckon he could have beat Jack Nicklaus's record of the majors. 18, obviously, Jack Nicklaus had, and I think Tiger's on 15 or 16. I think. I don't think he's going to win another major before then. But then they said that when he won before he won the green jacket a few years back. It was a total comeback story ever. It was absolutely brilliant. And obviously they've had the Pebble Beach, they had the Pro-Am, and then the AT&T Pebble Beach, of which Rory McIlroy won. Came out on top. I watched the highlights, and I thought he played absolutely fantastic, and I felt Justin Rose was so close, but it's another Brit winning on tour, so yeah, it's good to see. And like I say, I watched the highlights, and the eagle that he took, I thought was absolutely fantastic. I think it was on the back nine. I think that sealed it for him, and I think he won 21 or something like that. About three shots clear, I think, when he went up the last. He was either 2 or 3 shots clear. Shane Lowry was in the mix as well. Kim, Scheffler, I think he was getting up there. But when I was watching the highlights, the grass there is it's just so manicured. It's just pure, absolutely beautiful. And to play off that kind of surface would be a dream come true. We don't get that. We don't get that here during the winter time, I'm afraid. We don't. We get, you're lucky if you get bloody patches of grass somewhere when you're on the fairway, especially a lot of municipal courses. I've said it in the past, you know, it is tough. It's tough for these greenkeepers and this green staff to keep the course, keep on top of the course, and keep it looking fresh and just green and just beautiful. It is really difficult for them to do that, especially over the winter period, because there's not a lot for them to do, especially when it's frozen, when the ground's frozen. They can't do any cutting, they can't cut the grass or anything like that, they can't mow the greens or anything like that, you know, so they have to wait until the weather starts to get a bit better. But when you're playing on courses like Pebble Beach, the Augusta, Spyglass, Bethpage Black, and all those courses over in America, they are absolutely pristine, and it's the same in Europe as well. But you know, we have to manufacture our shots around the ground that we play on. And like I said yesterday, our course was so sodden, so wet, bare patches all over the place. You're lucky to get a piece of grass somewhere that your ball landed on. It was, yeah, but the good weather's coming. We'll get 3 weeks in the summertime, no doubt, where we can start playing some decent golf anyway, on decent turf. But to see it over there, you know, that these players are at the top of their level. They're at their peak, and they need that. They need the grounds, the course to be 110%. And like I say, they can play ridiculous shots. So we're chipping in all from all over the place. And I saw one with Justin Rose, and I'll try and pick up bring up the clip where he and I've been doing this a lot. I've been using my rescue club off the green to playing it up to the flag, and I think he used a 3-wood. It was either 3-wood or a rescue, and they even said it was a very unusual shot for him to play. Probably the only shot he had in the bag, and it went in.
Interesting club choice. Tracking nicely. Goodness gracious!
It was a great shot. So yeah, that's what you got to do when you're playing golf. You've got to start using your imagination. And like I say, the ground can only dictate the shot that you take and what club you want to take as well. So bear that in mind when the weather starts getting a lot better. Right, that's it for me. I'm off down to Dartford, Sainsbury's Dartford, then off over to Allington, and then that's me. So it's going to be a 13-14 hour, no doubt, depending on traffic and the roadworks and all the other crap that we have to put up with as being truckers. Yesterday wasn't too bad. I didn't have to go to Worksop. I went to bloody Morton instead, so and I had to deal with an obnoxious security guard, but I got my load in the end and then had my rest and then buggered off. Right, so that's it. I'm gonna go. Hope you have a great evening, whatever you do. Drive safe, look after yourself, watch out for those lunatics, because they're bloody everywhere. Like, subscribe, please drop me a comment, and I'll see you for my 3rd shift. Yeah, my 3rd shift, come on, tomorrow. Cheers guys, take care.